Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to delete objects from your Banov map and add your own stuff if you want to kind of change an area around a little bit or whatever. First of all, I'm going to come into the Dayz launcher to mods, and I'm going to click Dayz Editor Loader, which I already did, and Dayz Editor. Then I'm going to hit play. Then it will give me an error, but that's alright because it always does that. It'll say server unreachable or whatever. That doesn't matter because I'm not trying to join a normal server. We are going to be using the DZE files for this one. On Livonia and Chernarus Plus, I would use the init.c files and DZE files. But since it's Banov and it's a mod, it's going to be the DZE files. Now there may be a way to use, .json files or init.c, but I just don't know how to do that. Let me know if you know. Just like Banov, because that's the map I'm going to. Oh, you got to add the Banov map also on your mods in order for it to pop up on your Dayz editor. Alright. First of all, I'm going to hit spacebar to stop it from moving around. Try to find a spot here. Where's a good spot? Let me see. Good spot you might want to build at. I don't know if I should go big city or should go to like small town. Let's go. Heck with it. Let's go up here. Alright. Okay. Let's go to a big city. That might be a little better. Sorry about that. Kind of got a brain fart and not sure where I want to go, to be honest. I haven't really explored this map 100% yet. So, I'm going to go in the city. Find a nice little spot. Like right here, let's say right here. Let's say you want to build your base right here. But you don't want all this right here. First of all, what I'll do is I'll go up and click this left arrow to where it says delete. Well, you can actually, if you want, you could actually hold control and then click your mouse wheel on an object to delete it if you got loaded. But what I do is go to delete. See, and there's like a circle radius. I can delete everything in it. Just hold down on my left mouse button. Whatever I go over, it's going to delete it. Now, not everything's going to 100% delete. Like sometimes you may load your map and it might have little things left over, like some trash cans or some benches or something that just for some reason won't delete. When I'm going to clear this whole area out right here. Curbs and everything. I can't get rid of the road. Well, I don't know how to. I'm going to get rid of all this. Just for an example. You don't have to do an area this big if you don't want. Alright. Let's say I want to do like a service hangar. Which that's kind of big, isn't it? That's not a good one. How about we do... Let's just do a building. Sounds better. Here we go. Take a couple buildings here. Bring it down a little bit. I always like to try to go in there to see, to make sure it's, you know, all four corners are touching, because if it's uneven, then, you know, you might have a gap or a space. And I don't want to put too far into the ground, because then you won't be able to pull like a vehicle inside these garage doors. Okay, I want to use another building like that, so I'll just do Control C and then V. I'm going to move this over using the arrow keys. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Maybe a little more. There we go. How about we add... Let's add a little gas station. How about that? Sounds good. Little gas station. First of all, see up here how both of these are highlighted? If I would have rotated this, it would also rotated that. So you always got to make sure to click the left mouse button. And I'll just go up and click just on this one. Sometimes I do that and it's like, oh man, got 4 or 5 items all rotating. I'm like, oh no, I just got all that done how I wanted it. Anyways, I'm going to lower this down to the ground slowly by holding Alt and then touching down, page down. Just take it down about that far. Looks about good. Then let's put some fuel pumps. See what I mean? I just did what I just said not to do. See how easy that is to forget about that? Yeah. Pretty easy. Now I gotta see if, make sure it ain't too crooked. I don't really want it crooked. It bugs me a little bit. Here we go. Now I'm just going to click on the fuel thing. Straighten it up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to set it right here. Bring it down just a little bit. I'm going to do Control C, V. Bring this one over. And I'm going to put my mouse arrow right here. Control C, V. Put it right here. It usually goes right where you put your arrow. So Control C, V. Let's go over here. Here we go, Control CV again, and Control CV. That's that. Now, where are we going to put the building? Gotta have the building. I mean, that's just part of it, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to spin it around. See, where's the front door? That's the front door. Let me go over here. I'll try to squeeze it up against this building a little bit. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to leave this on here anyways. It's just a test server anyways. I mean, people can get on here and test out helicopters if they want to learn how to fly before they buy, you know what I mean? But other than that, I probably wouldn't advise building on here. Alright. It's got some grass growing through it, but I really don't care. Anyways, you know, if I was really making this my base or something, yeah, I would do something about it a little bit, but I don't really care, to be honest. So, now, let's say nah, I'm not gonna put no walls up. Normally I put a prison wall up, but I don't want to. I'll get out of hand here and it'll be like a 3-hour video. I start adding a bunch of stuff like I'm gonna build a whole entire base. Alright, let's say I wanted some garages over here. Maybe a small row. Small row of garages. There we go. Small row of garages. That's good enough, just a garage. Then in the end, let's put a house down. What kind of house can we do here? There's a house I like. Oh, I got one. Let's put this one down. This is always a good one. Put the old pub down. See what I mean? I just caught that again. It was like the garage and this was both clicked. I don't want that, so there we go. Alright. I'm going to put a water pump. Right here. Stick out right there in case you get thirsty. There we go. What do you think? Deleted those buildings and put my own little deal there, my own little base. You know, if it was PvE, you could just leave it like this, but obviously if it's PvP, you want to put some big walls around it or something, some kind of security. Because zombies can run through here, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to spend the time to put walls up. I'd probably put walls up and then like a gate at each end of this road right here. Some kind of gate system. It'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Your own private little area inside the city. Let's say I wanted to do some trees. Let's try that out. Never really messed with the trees too much. Let's do... boom. Let's... I don't really like those trees. Let's do... What are these? Oh, there we go. All right. For some reason I am stuck and cannot move. What's going on here? I am stuck. I am stuck. It's like I put those trees down and now it doesn't want me to move. I know I had to hit something that I'm not supposed to hit here. Alright, well, anyways. I'm going to... There we go. I clicked that control player and I did not mean to do that. Little mistake. So, I'm going to add some more trees now. Was it that one there? No. How about... Yeah, here we go. Let's add some trees around the exterior. Add some more right there. Now I'm not sure if these trees are going to show up, because I've never messed with them. But just for shits and giggles, I'm going to add some trees. I can block some of the road, I don't care. Alright. There we go. Now I'm surrounded by trees. What do you think? A little crazy? Let's do that. See how this turns out. Now, I'm going to save as. Let me name it. How about I go like, since it's in the city, say city farm. I don't know. City farm. Right here. Save. Now I'm going to actually, that's going to save it right there automatically as a DZE file. So now what I'm going to do is export, map group pause, and then I'm going to name this city. Well, how about city farm loot? City farm loot. There we go. Alright, we are back to city farm here. I called it. This time we're going to export to map group pause. We're not going to name it that. We're going to name it something different. I'm just going to put farm loot. How about that? Farm loot. We're going to export. There we go. I just exported it as a different name, because whenever you do, it's, you know, when you do like init files on Chernarus or Livonia, you know, I usually name them like that. I'll name like the main init file, let's say City Farm, and then for the map group pause, I'll do City Farm loot, so I know at loot at the end. To me, I know it's a map group pause. But with the DZE, it's a little different. So now that we got that done, I'm going to exit Dayz Editor and head on to my files. Alright, now I'm here at the files. I'm going to go to my editor folder, which I know a lot of people have, like, they'll have like a Dayz folder. Everybody does it different, and then you'll have to go in the Dayz folder and then go into this folder and that folder and get to editor folder. I just drag my editor folder over here on the side, so I always got all the folders I usually use, like editor, my Chernarus PC build stuff, my other builds, well, all my builds I've done, you know, helicopter files, well, 5M when I was doing the Grand Theft Auto 5M RP servers, but I don't use that no more. I forgot to actually delete that. Anyways, I'm going to go to editor, go down and find City Farm. See, that's DZE. I don't have to do nothing to that one. I'm going to come down to farm loot. I'm going to open it with Notepad++. See, this is all the stuff I'd placed down. I'm going to copy it. Okay. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go over to the server, which I already have up. I think I already have it shut down, don't I? Yes, it's already stopped. It's good to stop it, and it's good to actually, you know, make a copy of every single one of your vanilla files before you do anything, so you always have a file to go back to if you mess up. I've done that mistake, you know, kind of screwed up and had to figure stuff out to get it back right. See, if I would have had a file saved already, I could just do the vanilla file back in there and start it over. It's better than having to do more work than you have to, you know. Anyways, so at the GTX game panel, I will come to File Manager, click that, and then go down to MP Missions, click on that. I will come up to my MP Missions, which shows all the maps that I have. Since I'm doing Banov, I'm going to do empty.banov. I'm going to double click that. I'm going to go to my editor file, because that's where I'm going to put the DZE file. If you don't have an editor file, you'll have to actually go up here and click new folder and then type in editor file and add an editor file. So open the editor file, and then I'm going to upload the DZE file that we did, the City Farm file from my editor. See, City Farm. Open that up. Open successfully. Alright, see, I got my City Farm DZE. Now I'm going to go back to my empty.banov. I'm going to go to my map group pause, which really you should have, you know, I should have went into like map group pause on my Notepad++, done everything there, saved it, and then come over and uploaded it to here. You know, but I didn't do that because I don't really want to right now. If that makes any sense. I'm going to get rid of this because this was something else I was doing that I got rid of. So I'm going to hit enter, bring my line over here, Control V. Alright, I'm going to bring this all the way down. Boom, boom, boom. I like to space it. Alright, here we go. Let me go all the way back up here. I went a little too far. Let me go up here. We'll go to the bottom of my trees here. See, it's already spaced right now. So, see, this is the end of my trees. This is the beginning of my actual camp base that I did out in the wilderness. Because it starts with helipad, and I remember putting the helipad there. All the way to the top, my buildings. And then I'm going to go save and exit. The good thing about GTX gaming panels is it's got a built-in XML validator already. So I can just click on here. It's already on there. I can select anything from any of my maps. Banov, Chernarus, whatever. But we're going to do the map group pause on Banov, execute, and then hit OK. It's going to go through this process. If it has errors, it's going to come up and show an error. If it doesn't, then it's going to be successful. See, finished with success, so that's good. Okay. Now we got the map group pause in there, and we got the DZE file in the editor file. So now, what I'm going to do is start the server, and we're going to go in there and see if everything shows up right. Alright, I am loading back in now. Once again, this is not a server to come build on and play on. It's just a test server. The old helicopter. Should fly that over there, shouldn't I? Alright. I'm going to head over and see what's up. Here we go. Go back to Banov. And I think it was right here. Yep. You can already see. Voila, look at that. There is some stuff still floating in the air from the previous buildings, but that'll eventually go away. See, some things did come back. Like these light poles that I deleted, they're back. Now, stuff isn't going to just start appearing, you know, every time you restart your server, like more stuff that was there is going to start appearing on the map again. No, it's not like that. Anything that you see once you build something like this, anything you see that has come back, like this light post, see these trash cans, this it's all that's going to come back. The rest of it's good to go. See, boom. Got me a base in the middle of the city using the DZE. Of course, I blocked this road off a little bit, but all right, here we go. Let's check some things out here. See? Can actually drink. Got a fuel can. I can actually get fuel over there. Everything's working how it should be. I'll actually do a canister here real quick, just to show you that it actually works. Gasoline. Items. canister of gasoline. Alright. I'll run over here. And fill her up. That should actually work. I don't understand why it's not working. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's working. Look. It's 100% full, so I can't fill it no more. Here, I'm going to empty it out real quick. Kind of blew my mind for a minute. I thought, well, that don't make sense. That's never in my life ever happened. I wish I knew how to, like, put roads here and stuff. Get rid of all that grass and put roads here. And now, look, see? Now I can fill it up. Super fast. And now I can drink it. No, I'm just kidding. So I hope you liked it. I hope it's kind of helped you out a little bit. I mean, I don't know everything. There's a lot of people that know way more than me when it comes to files and traders and all this stuff. But I just kind of share what I know, you know. So if I ever go back to Trinaris Plus, I'll do a video on the init.c and all that. There are other videos out there on init.c. So alright, I like these buildings. Like old garage doors. Pretty cool, isn't it? Actually, I'm going to show you. There's a camp on Banov that was kind of cluttered up. It had some like camp cabins, and I made it into my base. So I'm going to kind of show you that real quick. It's right here. Oh, wait. Psh. Wrong thing. What am I doing? Map. Okay. There we go. It's the Joy whatever the hell you call it. That's the camp. Boom. And it spawned me in a house. Yeah, I placed all this here. Because at one time I'd planned on, you know, populating this, you know, oh, if I have a clan, they'll have their own little houses and everything. And I'm going to go in this mode here. See, I put down the driveway. I ended up putting, I came in here and just built some gates just because I didn't feel like messing around too much. Got house there, little cabin back here. I put prison walls all the way around. Kind of cleaned up the area. I think it's kind of cool when you can like change stuff, like not tell a player like go to a part of the map that doesn't have anything, and then just like maybe it doesn't have to be nothing big like this, but anything like a cabin and a water well or something, you know, just people just come out, you know, be out hunting and come across it and it's nowhere on the map, you know. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is my little base I did. I got my prefab cabin, which I actually had to place. I didn't do that with DZE because it, well, I did, but it just doesn't show up. So I actually had to come in here and spawn in a, you know, a prefab cabin Z kit, you know. So got my nice helipad, which I love. That's just like the one on the Besiege server that I play on, which is a fantastic server. I love playing on it. I don't ever come over here just to mess around like this, you know. Other than that, I'm always over on Besieged. So if you ever want to come play, hop on over to Besiege. I actually got a video of their trader that I did. Kind of explained it a little bit. It's always busy, always populated. Anyways, yeah, this is my little camp. I wish I had before and after pics, but I do not. So, alright. I'm going to log out of here. I'm going to show you the GTX gaming setup real quick before I get off here. Let me exit, which my Dayz seems to always give me an error when I exit. An error, I should say, normally. Well, I guess it didn't this time, right? That's kind of odd. See, I used to always do Nitrado throughout the Ark, Conan, Exiles, you know, console days, and of course Dayz on console. But then when I switched over to PC, Dayz, Nitrado, I was having issues with Nitrado server popping up on the interface. on the launcher. So I was having all sorts of problems, and then like having to use the FileZilla to drag files over and all that crap. And then I come across GTX Gaming, which I love. I mean, if I was back on console, I'd probably still be on the Trado because I know how to mess with it on console a lot better, with the JSON files and all that. But on PC, I definitely go GTX Gaming. Everything's laid out here. I mean, like I can stop the server right now, and let's say I go into configuration files, or better yet, let's do map packs. Map packs. If I'm on Chernarus or Livonian, I decide, I want to play Banov. I want to do a Banov server. Come to map pack, click on it. These are the ones I actually got mods for, so that's the ones that show up. I click on Banov, hit install. It's going to automatically install it in there. Then I'll go into configuration files, right here, configuration editor, which shows all this stuff here. You like that? Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to change that now that I showed it. But anyways, it don't matter. But yeah, I can come down here and then click on, if it doesn't switch over by itself, I can come down here and click on whichever one, empty.banov or whatever. And I'll save and exit. Then, if I ever, another thing I like about it, like if I want to download a mod, all I do is go down here to Steam Workshop. Here's all the mods. I can type in a specific mod that I know of or want, or I can go to most popular, most recent, most subscribed. I usually do most subscribed. And I can come down here, click on more information, find stuff out about it, scroll down, anything that they got to say. And then when I want to install it, I just, for instance, I would click here. Let's say on this one, I just click install. It takes, a minute or two, and then it installs itself. And once it installs, I don't have to go in and put the actual mod name, like I don't have to go in and put, at Cannabis Plus on my mod line, because you can go to configuration files, workshop mods, config editor, and it automatically puts it on there for you. I usually come in and double check anyways just to make sure, but I've never had it not put it on there. Sometimes I've had stuff like when I did Banov, it was all the way at the very end of the list, and I end up bringing it over, deleting it from the end of the list and bringing it over to the third one, because that's how I wanted it in line, It probably would have worked at the very end, but I don't want it that way, so there's that. And then, of course, everything else in here, you can do messages and all your different stuff, banning, whitelist, priority text. And then you got, of course, your file manager. Click on file manager. It brings up a list of all your mods. You can click on any of your mods that you want. Say Cabin Z. Click on it. Come in here. It has everything. Some mods have different things. Some have types, some don't. Like this one here. Let's say I want a Cabin Z, and I'm like, oh, what's the types names or whatever, Boom. I can come in here and right here, I got the types name, or I can, just copy all this and paste it into my types file. Add this to my types file. Also, you can come down to SC. If you click on SC, takes a second. You can pop up more stuff. Not all of the actual mods are on SC. Just certain ones that have to be, like your expansion, or right here, expansion mod has all the stuff in it, already for you. Market, quest, settings, logs, traders. Come down, you got everything that you need pretty much right here. Zomberry, VPP admin tools, Winter Chernarus when I had it on there, which I don't now, obviously, because I'm not on Chernarus. Just all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, you got your updates. You back up your server, restore your server, wipe your server, server details, your built-in XM validator, manual Steam Workshop, If you kind of don't know how to update your server, you can click on this. It'll kind of give you a guide on how to update your server, which that's why I say always, always copy your files. Copy all your vanilla files, save them in a certain place, like vanilla file folder or something. Just make something up. Then take all your modded files and put all your modded files. I usually, what I'll do is to make a folder like if it's Banov, I'll put Banov, and then inside that folder it'd be like Banov. It'd be all like the files, CFG spawnable types, gameplay.json, this and this and that, and then I'll go in once I mod all my files in game. Then I'll actually also make a copy of those and put them in there, and I'll just add .modded to the end of it, so I know that's the modded one for that Banov because it's in my Banov folder. So, but that's pretty much it. I am going to jump off here and hope you enjoyed the video a little bit and hope it helped you out a little bit. Anybody that's having issues, because when I switched to Banov and was doing the init.c, when I switched from console from JSON files, then JSON file I couldn't get it to work on the PC version. Nothing was showing up. So then I had to dig for like hours until I found a video. I can't remember which one it was. It showed me how to do it with the init.c. So alright, so I did init.c on Chernarus and Livonia. Everything worked fine. Switched over to Banov, which is a mod, wouldn't show up. Had to dig again. And then come to find out I had to do it through DZE files. And there may be a way to do it through init.c or .json, which if anybody knows how to do that on Banov, please let me know. I'd love to know. I just don't know how to do that. I couldn't figure that out, so I just do the DZE, which works perfectly fine and suits my needs. So anyways, I'm going to get off here. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy. Until next time. See you later.